Are you a cis person? Does your gender identity match up to the gender you were assigned at birth? If so, my friend, you are a cis person. It's so hard to be cis. It's so hard to be respectful and understanding of identities that you weren't born with and maybe even don't understand. Being respectful is such a drag. If you really think that, you're an asshole. If you're having trouble not being a total asshole, here are 4 easy tips to help you navigate the waters with your trans friends. 4 easy tips to help you out. Tips to help you not be such an asshole. 1. Trans people are not zoo animals. I'm going to repeat that. People are not zoo animals. Don't ask people about surgery, hormones, or genitalia. I don't go around asking anybody, not my cis friends, not my trans friends, not my grandmother, not my mother, if they've had any surgery in the past, details about their genitalia, what it looks like, how it works, how they have sex. I don't ask people about their hormone levels. I don't ask people about their chromosomes. I don't ask people about any of those things because they're rude. It's because it's rude. Chances are that you don't go around walking up to people you don't know very well or even your friends and being like, hey, can we talk about your genitalia? Can we talk about, like, your vagina, or maybe if you've had, like, surgery on your penis, or, like, are those real breasts? Like, that's really rude. And if you do that, you should stop. And just because somebody is trans doesn't mean that they're subject to these insanely rude questions. Inviting you into this insanely personal space of their lives where you can talk about genitalia, surgery, hormones, all this stuff, unless you're willing to whip out pictures of your genitalia and talk about how you use it in your sex life, don't ask people these questions. 2. Things you should ask your trans friends about: pronouns, names. And after you ask those people what they prefer to be called and what pronouns they prefer to use, go ahead and use them. If you have questions about how to refer to the past, go ahead and ask that person. There aren't really too many questions you can ask about how to be respectful or how to refer to somebody in the way they want to be referred to. 3. Don't tell people what a woman or a man is. Don't argue with people. That's the 3rd thing. Don't argue with people about what makes a woman or what makes a man. I'm a woman because I say so. Not because of my hormones or my anatomy or what surgery I have or haven't had. I'm a woman because I said so. And even if, lots of those physical things changed for me, I would be a woman. It isn't about my chromosomes or my hormone levels or my anatomy. It's about how I understand myself. Because if I woke up tomorrow with different chromosomes or different hormones or different anatomy, I would still be a woman, because what makes me a woman is the way that I think and process and understand the world. And the same goes for trans people. If somebody tells you that they're a guy, call them a guy. If somebody tells you that they want male pronouns, use male pronouns. This is my last point. Appreciate the people who choose to share with you. If people want to share with you about their transition, appreciate that education. Just appreciate the fact that someone is willing to be open with you and educate you. Don't assume that just because someone tells you they're trans means that they're willing to talk to you about every aspect of their transition. I'm willing to tell you that I'm a woman. I'm not willing to put my genitalia in this video. It's really important to remember that there's no right or wrong way to transition. And if you have general queries, use the internet. You might be using it right this second. If you're curious about bottom surgery, Google it. If you're curious about what transgender means, Google it. If you're curious about queer theory and a conception of gender, Google it. You're using the internet right now. Go ahead and use it to make yourself smarter instead of to look at pictures of cats. There's so many resources available on how transitioning works and surgery and hormones and what trans is without you invading the personal space of somebody you know or someone you're friends with or someone maybe even you love. Stop asking trans people these really rude questions.